Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video I will explain test cases, how to write them step by step, and the correct format of a test case and common mistakes that beginners usually make. So we will start with user stories, then requirement specification document, and then test scenarios, test cases, test suite, and RTM requirements traceability matrix. So many of beginners know these words, but they don't understand how they are connected. And in this video I will show you the full flow from requirement to test case in a very simple way. So by the end of this video you will clearly understand what is test scenario, what is test case, the difference between them, and how to write good test cases with simple examples. So I will explain everything in simple language with real time examples, so you can easily use this knowledge in your projects and interviews. So let's start and learn testing the right way. So friends, before proceeding further, I would like to tell you that you can write these test cases, these tables, either in Excel or we have Google spreadsheet. So I will encourage you to use Google spreadsheet, because see, if you are using Google Excel, it's also fine, but it will not be saved and it will not be available across internet. You will not be able to access it from your account from different device. So you can use Google spreadsheet, so it will be saved on internet on your account. Apart from it, many of us stay confused that what's the main difference in test scenarios and test cases. Like both are the same things, right? So I will explain it, just be patient and watch this video. So friends, in your interview or in your exam, you will be given with either rules or either user story or either requirement specification documents. So one of these will be given to you, and you will be asked to write test scenarios and test cases with the help of this, right? So what user story is? So you know the requirements, right? If one customer comes to your company and he asks to build one application, so the functionalities which are included in that application, so he will be the customer will be stating or telling you with the help of requirements that, let's suppose he wants to build one messaging application. So like what the functionality will be, that user should be able to send messages with the help of his application. So these functionality he will customer will state in the format of requirement, right? So that he requires this functionality, and so that he will get such some benefits from that application. So what the user story is, it is a simple way to describe requirement. So whatever user requires, so he will describe his requirements in his point of view, right? In his point of view, in his user's point of view. So this is nothing but user story. So if I can give example, so let's see here in this question how the user story is, that as a candidate I want to register for the exam, so that I can apply only if age and mark criteria is satisfied. So in this format the user story will be, and the acceptance criteria is given over here. So user story is nothing but the simple way to describe any requirement, and which is in the format or which is in user's point of view. So let's see what the requirement specification document is. So as I have told you, that whatever functionality or whatever application the customer wants to build from us, that those requirements, okay, his requirements he will give us in the format of like a certain document, and that is nothing but called requirement specification document. So you can also call it as SRS, that is nothing but software specification, software requirement specification, or CRS, that is nothing but customer requirement specification. So that requirement document will be in this format. So the description for this question, the description as followed: the system should allow candidate to register only if age and marks meet the defined criteria. So in this example, our customer wants to build such exam registration application where candidate should be able to register if certain age and exam marks criteria is uh, met. Okay, so see what the business rules are given. System should allow registration only if candidate's age is between 80 and 30, 18 and 30. System should allow registration only if candidates' exam marks are between 40 and 100. System should successfully register when both age and marks are valid, and system should reject registration if either of age or marks are invalid. And then we have system should display appropriate error message when a registration is rejected. So see friends, how we write test scenarios and how we write test cases with the help of these requirements. So basically we will just read these requirement, and for each requirement we will write one test scenario. Okay, so what test scenario is? It is nothing but high level description of what functionality to test. So in this application of registration, in this registration application, we have functionality that user will be able to register, right? So user is able to register, that is nothing but our functionality. So to test or to verify that this functionality is working fine, okay, so once our application is developed, we will check that whether user is able to register or not. So to check that functionality, we will write test scenario that verify user registration when both age and marks are valid. Okay, so it is nothing but high level description of what functionality to test. Then what test cases are? So these are nothing but detailed steps to verify that functionality. Okay, so here in the test scenarios, I have just said that user should be able to register if both age and marks are valid. But in the test case, I have specified more details, right? And how to test with the like with the steps, right? So verify successful registration of user when age entered is between 18 and 30 and marks are entered between 40 and 100. So see friends, why we write test scenarios? We can directly write test cases, right? Actually, just to check whether we have covered all the requirements, just to check that we have tested all the functionalities of our application, we write test scenarios so that we will so that we are not we will not miss any requirement. And once we write test scenarios, we will write multiple test cases for each scenario. Okay, so to check whether this functionality is working well or not, we will write multiple test cases for only one scenario with certain with specified steps, right? So I don't want to make you confuse more. So let's see the format of test cases. Before that, let me tell you what test suite is. So test suite is nothing but collection of related test cases. So see friends, here I have first test case, then second and third. So I have 3 to 4 test cases written over here, right? So this collection is nothing but test suite. So this is a test suite for exam registration page. So all the test cases which are related, so that collection will be called as test suite. So I hope you have understood what test scenarios are and what the test cases are. So while writing test cases, you should write test case ID first. In the first column we will be writing test case ID, and in the second column we will be writing the associated test scenario. Okay, so this test case is associated with test scenario 1. Then here we will write objective that verifies successful registration of user when age is entered between 18 and 30 and marks are entered between 40 and 30, 100. Then in the prerequisite column we will be writing the conditions which should be satisfied before checking this functionality. Okay, so for this test case the prerequisite is that user should be on registration page. Then we have test data. Dear friends, you should write the test data in this format. Then we have test steps column, so we will write step by step, okay, each step while checking that functionality. So in the prerequisite we are already on the registration page, and in the test steps we will uh, start with after this like prerequisite. So first we will enter age, then we will enter marks, and then we will click on submit button. Once we click on submit button, the expected result we will write here in this column that user should be registered successfully. Okay, so see friends, these test scenarios are on the basis of requirements, and for each test scenario we have multiple test cases. Okay, and in the test cases we are being more specific, we are giving more information. Okay, and we are writing all the detailed steps to check that specific functionality. So this is how you can write test cases. Let's see what the RTM is. So its full form is requirement traceability matrix. So as name suggests, it is nothing but requirement. See friends, in this like in the RTM we are just mapping our requirement IDs with test scenario, test cases ID. What I mean is that RTM is a document that maps requirements to test cases. Then why do we use this RTM? So basically to ensure 100% requirement coverage. So see friends, these were the requirements from given from user, right? So we should ensure that we are checking each requirement and we are not missing anything. So to check whether we have written test cases for each requirement, we are creating this RTM, and in that we will be mapping each requirement with each test case. So for this first requirement we will give requirement ID. Okay, so we have given requirement ID, and here is the description of that requirement, and for these requirement we have written these test case. So for first requirement we have written this first test case. So we are just mapping that in the first column we will we will be writing requirement ID, then in the second column that requirement description, and in the last column we will write test case ID. So this is how you will write RTM, and this will be the format of test cases. So hope so you have understood what the user story is, what the requirement specification document is, what the test scenarios are, and what the test cases and test suite is, as well as RTM. And friends, you should I will encourage you to follow this template, because see in our company also we are following this generally this will be the template in your organization also. And if you want to add some more attributes or columns, you can add over here. And talking about formatting, so friends, see I just want to give you one overview regarding formatting. So once you click on this cell, okay, once you click on this row, here you have some option, right? So with the help of this you will be able to merge cells. What I mean is that let me show you. Let's suppose you select these three rows. If you click on this button, this will be merged. Okay, and if you want to color this, you can color with the help of this button. Then let's suppose you write something over here. Okay, let me write something. So to format this content, I will just click on these cells, and here over here we have some options, right? And here also like we, if you want to align this text, we can use this. Here also we have, you know, different options to format this text. Then what this like functionality is that, let's suppose you write so many things, so let me show you here. So because of this option, it's coming like this word is coming below, below to this line, right? So if I don't specify this, it will be like this. So with the help of this function, it will be wrapped. So these were basic you know, basic features of this Google spreadsheet. And if you want to border, you can border with the help of this option, right? See, this cell is bordered. If you don't want to border, you can just click over here. And so these are nothing but, you know, basic functionalities of Google spreadsheet. So hope so you have understood all the things which I have like which we have discussed in this video. So thank you so much friends for watching this video. Happy coding and happy testing.